Hello again, it's Sara Drury here, and I wanted to give you just a little brief overview of the Business Magic Academy so that you could decide if BMA is right for you right now. So ultimately, this at the very simplest way to say it is that this is for people who want to scale online businesses and are ready to step into the next level of income with ease so that, again, they can experience the sacred and live a magical life. So that's why magic is woven all throughout this process. And one of the questions that keeps coming up is this right for me if I don't want to start a group program yet? And I want to let you know that no, you do not need to have or be ready for a group program in order to get the most and the biggest benefit from BMA. So let's go to our business magic method again, because I want to show you here that ultimately you need to have offers that are selling. Now, those offers, let's break it down a little bit further. You could have one-to-one offers. You could have, again, you can start to scale off into masterminds and group, that kind of thing. But ultimately, we have to come back to just this word that is underlined here, and that is your offer. So if you make offers to people, if you are a coach, a healer, a hypnotist, if you are, wanting to have an online business, if you're, aspiring to these things, you have to be having offers and placing offers in front of the right people, right? The enchanted niche. And ultimately, you want to have a sell out offer. You need to have a sellout offer regardless of if you're putting it in front of just one-to-one clients or you're putting it in front of a group. It doesn't matter. The point is with this pillar, which is all about selling on social, you want to have offers that people want to buy. And this is such a big issue I see with people growing their business is they're putting out offers, but they don't really have a really good way. They'll haven't mastered the art, let's say it that way, of sharing the offer with people, whether that is, they have fear around putting it out or they're putting it out, but nobody's buying. Now, this is why this is a program that actually grows with you, because the point is, if you are listening to this and you do have offers that are selling really well, well, now it's time. That's when we want to start adding on kind of a group offer and that kind of thing. You don't have to be selling out your offers in order to do group, but a lot of times people like to do it that way, and that's okay. This is, again, just one part of the work that we're doing, though. So I want to kind of go through each module really quickly and just break it down so you can see what is actually inside of this program. So you can see just how incredible and magical it is, because I'm telling you, it's amazing. So the important thing that you really want to focus on here is just asking yourself, do I want a system for growth that allows me to, that grows with me and allows me to live the magical life that I want to live. So really it's just, do you want to grow a profitable business that serves your life? Because you can do it on your own, or, just kind of like wait, and keep doing what you're doing. That's totally fine, but it does end up costing you time and money in the long run. So you're actually costing yourself more if you don't do something differently, right? If you don't have a system, or you can fast track it with me with the proven step-by-step system, and then me as your guide and mentor. So let's go through what is in Business Magic Academy. Really, it comes with, and I'm going to break down each module. It's like 60 some videos in 12 modules. It's broken out so it's really clear and easy to follow. It's not overwhelming. But there's also the hypnosis activations in each module. There's rituals. We have a Facebook group with ongoing support. And then If you join BMA at the group level, you get a monthly call with me for an entire year. So it's 12 modules dripped out each week, but you get my support for an entire year so that as you're going through it, as you're getting the information, but then you're able to have support as you're implementing it. Cause that sometimes, certain parts of it might take a little longer to get up and running and implement. So you have support for an entire year. So module 1, it's kind of in 3 phases here. So we're really setting the stage for aligning the business and life vision, right? So I want you to take a step back and make sure that you're on the path that your soul wants to be on, and then create that vision from there. And each module has its own hypnosis activation and ritual as well. Most have the rituals, but I actually have a whole section of rituals you're going to see in a second. Module 2 is the magic mirror method. And this is where we were talking about forget the alter ego. You're creating the magical version of you. And there's a 5-step process for merging with that higher self. So you're really discovering and uncovering that most powerful self inside of you, and then really activating that. In this module, you have the magic mirror hypnosis session. So you're really tapping into the subconscious for this. And you learn how to enchant a sacred talisman or an anchor. There's a ritual that goes along with that. Module 3 is where we get into alchemy. So this is shadow work. This is manipulating energy. This is the process for how to actualize your desires. So you learn how to actually do magic, work with the elements, do candle magic, do the subconscious spell casting process. In module 4, it's all about magnetizing. So now this is we're getting into phase 2 here. Okay. And this is where we get into practical strategy, and where you kind of go back to the drawing board, whether you have an offer or you don't have an offer, you're either creating or optimizing an offer to sell. Again, it can be one-to-one or it can be group. It does not matter, but you need to have offers that are enchanting in themselves, right? They're magnetic, they're irresistible. People want to buy them and they're drawn to them. And this is the part too where you can start to streamline your offer suite so that clients have a clear path to follow. And you are easily attracting clients, right? So this is about having that strategic visibility. We literally go into how to do promotional calendars on social media and what to post and all of that. It's all in here. Module 5 is about conversion. It's about selling on social, right? So you're going to actually, after you have offers that are optimized and people really want them, then that they become so much easier to sell on social media. And you feel confident selling, selling in the DMs or however you want to do it. There's a process that we can go through and talk about that makes it simple. You get to choose. It's not a one size fits all deal here. There is a process, but you are also using your intuition to how it best suits you and how you want to do things. So the activation here is client attraction. Now so hear me when I say this, that we've gone through 6 modules before we ever even think about, group program and that kind of thing. But after module 6, a new sort of section is unlocked. And that is where we go into the effortlessly scaled process. If you're ready for that, it is kind of like again, this sort of second phase. If you're not ready for that, then that's fine, but it is available to you when you are ready for that step. And what is in here also helps even with one-to-one offers, because again, you're selling to people who want to buy what you have, and you're selling it in a really magnetic way. Module 6, we really go into money magic. This is where you finally get rid of your money blocks and you understand the process, because you may continue to have money blocks your whole life. There's always sort of another level that we can peel back, but what you're doing is understanding the process of how to bust through them each and every time they show up, and they're going to be new and there's new facets of them, right? But you have a process and the tools to be able to bust through them and go to your next level at every level. And in this one, you really learn more about wealth frequency, wealth consciousness, and there's hypnosis to attract money, and also a ritual, a spell for money as well. Module 7 is all about your self-worth equals your net worth. You already know that if you are here, whatever your net worth is. And again, this can go to productivity as well, because you could be making a ton of money but working really hard. Well, that's a self-worth issue as well. So you're going to learn the 6 steps to raising your personal power, unlock your natural magnetism so that you become a success and money magnet, raise your standards so that you can learn how to receive as much as you give, and then really start to feel comfortable being seen and unfiltered in a way on social media or wherever it is, in a way that allows you to be even more magnetic to the right people who want to work with you, who are meant to work with you. The activation is to unlock your cosmic magic. This is one of my favorites, and a manifestation bath ritual. Now, module 8 has the entire ritual set in it. We learn how to create habits that really solidify your business as really your success as being inevitable, but you really learn how to put together rituals. I'll show you that in a minute. Module 9, we go into dreaming and the sacred self. So my husband, Patch Drury, teaches this one. And honestly, this one is really, really cool because you learn how to analyze and interpret your dreams, but you also learn how to manifest with your dreams. So it's one part really doing soul work and kind of diving deeper into your own internal wisdom and guidance for your life and your business and money and all the things, every aspect of life. And then it's another part really learning how to manifest through dream work. It's a really cool module. Module 10 is Upper Limit Buster. And why this is module 10 is because by now things are really cooking. You're really cooking with gas and things are flowing and you're making sales. And like I said in the Magic Money module, you do start to, once you kind of make a leap, then you hit another level, you hit another upper limit. And so then we need a process to be able to bust through those as well. So troubleshooting, tapping intuition. The activation here is to connect to your spirit guides. Module 11 is frequency and emotional mastery. We talked a lot about how to raise our frequency over the last few days. This really gives you a process to repeat over and over again, so that you are doing that nervous system work every single week, every single day, that is going to allow you to live at a higher frequency. And part of that is emotional mastery. It really is learning how to move out of stress or frustration or any of those lower level emotions, fear, doubt, all of that, into a place of allowing. It's getting over anxiety. It's handling it when you create something you don't want, launching and it does the flops or whatever it is. How do we move on from things like that? So that's what that module is about. And then module 12 is all about owning your magic. So you're really, at this point, you're learning how to trust yourself further, how to deepen that trust in yourself and your magic, and going to the next level with your intuition. And really, then we start the process over. You're kind of like reevaluating where you are, what you're doing, and then going deeper with all of this work. So, and again, then you're looking at, okay, what needs to happen now? And you have 12 months with me with support to really go through that. And yeah, I just said that. So you have a few other bonuses, and one of them that I'm super excited is with my good friend and colleague, Katie Soy. She is going to be teaching a story selling class. So you are going to create your signature story, your brand story, and also understand how the hero's journey is the key to know, like, and trust, for example, on social media or in your emails or in any of your marketing stuff, because that is the key that leads to sales every time. Is we all know that know, like, and trust, but how do you go deeper with that messaging, with that story, so that you can be really connecting to the right people who, again, want and need what you are selling, what you have to offer. You also get my ebook and the video course that goes along with it, which is 21 Days to Self-Love. And that's just habitualizing your self-love and worth. Another one that is absolutely fantastic is Plant Magic with Annie. And she really talks a lot about the specific plants that we can bring into our environment and or work with for magic. Now, I mentioned that there was a ritual and spell work library inside of BMA2. I'm not going to read through all of these, but as you can see, there are rituals and spell work for just about anything and everything. And some of these we go through live and or they have been recorded. I will often use one of the monthly calls to go into a ritual if I feel like it's appropriate for the group. And or there's as I practice things, I will then bring them to the group. So this is a list of everything that's currently in there. And honestly, there's so much more. This is a list of all of the hypnosis. This is what the process of recoding our subconscious really takes, that theta work, that theta brain state. And so you have an entire library, one hypnosis at least, like you saw in the modules, goes with each module. So you get lifetime access when you join to the entire system. And honestly, it is out of this world. You can't even believe how much is in there. I'll show you a sneak peek at some point. But you get everything. So you get the Business Magic Academy, the Effortlessly Scaled, Discover Your Purpose with Patch. I didn't even mention that one. You get 12 additional calls with me, Release Your Money Blocks, 21 Days to Self-Love, Manifest Magic, Rituals that Manifest Anything, and the Plant and Flower Magic as well. All of this, honestly, with the live calls, with everything, there's, like I said, there's over 60 videos in there. It's really a high value. It's valued at like $10,000, but I don't price it that way. Obviously, I want as many people to be a part of this as possible. And so it is only $1,997. I also understand that with everything, a lot of times people do like to have a little bit of a payment plan. So I have a payment plan where you can just pay $199, and there are, you pay $199 and then you do 11 more payments of that. So it's basically follows the year schedule. Drenda said, I love Sarah's programs because they are so practical. You never have to wonder what the next step is because it's laid out so well. She helps you the entire way. And Sarah has helped me grow more than just my business. She's helped me grow emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And Danny said, after BMA, I was fully booked and have a wait list. I've landed dream clients and I'm mentally a lot clearer on my goals. I have let go of a lot of fears and traumas that were holding me back. And at the time when Danny was in the program, she was doing only one-to-one work. And so again, it kind of doesn't matter if you are doing group or one-to-one, doesn't matter. I obviously want everybody to enjoy their experience here. So I have a 0 risk 90-day refund policy. Now, you do have to show that you have done the work to get this, to get a refund, because I know for a fact that it works when you do the work. But if you join and then don't do the work and then want your money back, well, it just doesn't quite work like that. But if you join and you follow the modules and you do the work and you come to the calls, I promise you your business will grow if you do the work, if you start showing up, if you start getting, the support and the tools that you need to do it. So it really is a 0 risk thing. So anyway, you can pay in full, $1,997, or you can do 12 payments of $199. This is what the payment page looks like, and it's pretty simple and straightforward. Now, I also have, as I mentioned in the 3 days, a mastermind. And you get every single thing that I just mentioned in the mastermind. But as I also mentioned, there's extra support at this level. So basically, this is just the next level. You can kind of think of it, again, kind of like however you want to think of it, like a VIP level or something like that. And ultimately, that's what I want you to have for your business as well. But in the BMA mastermind, you get, again, every single thing that I just mentioned, all those modules, all those rituals, everything. And then instead of doing monthly calls, we actually do, you get the monthly call with the larger group, but you also get bi-weekly mastermind Zoom calls privately, like with just the mastermind. And so that means you get 3 calls a month because you get bi-weekly calls plus the BMA larger group call. And sometimes, often those are master classes that I host. And so you get everything is what I'm saying. In addition to that, you'll also get a 90-minute onboarding one-to-one session. So I can literally get my hands in your business and see exactly, like work with you to figure out exactly your best path to scaling and what, based on what you want, based on your goals and what you're hoping to accomplish. And then you get 60-minute one-to-one sessions each quarter with me. And again, that's in addition to the 3 weekly calls that you get quarterly calls with me to just make sure that we're on track so that you and I can connect. You get group Voxer support and private Voxer support. And I have looked, nothing exists out there like this at this price point. And I'm telling you that probably by next year, I will double this price point because of everything else, how much support that you get. So what I'm saying is if you want high level support, you better jump on this one. Okay. Okay. That is it on that section. But now I just very quickly want to give you a sneak peek into what the program actually looks like. So here's all of your modules. That's 1 through 7. Here is 8 through 12. And then we have the hypnosis audios have their own little section here. So you can see, here's all the audios in one place, and they're really easy to download. Let's go back here one time. So every month we have master classes. So you can see here, we had spell casting, we have organic social media, 4 keys to social media, 6-month vision. I usually do a quarterly vision class, streamlined offer suite, and then like next level planning workshop. I do all kinds of things like that through the year. In addition to the monthly classes, we have our bonuses, replays, all that good stuff. So let's go back here so I can just kind of show you. So again, like in module 1, for example, there's all these videos that you go through that really help you identify what the vision is to really set yourself up for success. Let me just show you here. We have our PDFs and everything in there. Everything is really nicely organized and ready for you. I want to show you one more thing, the subconscious spell casting. This is where you really go into the alchemical process and shadow work, subconscious spell casting and working your magic. We do parts integration walkthrough. We do live shadow work. Okay, the last thing I wanted to show you is magical ritual and habits. So I wanted to show you this. So we get into like specific habits, like real business habits that are going to set you up for success. But then here in this module as well is all the rituals. We have some live ones. We have in here, we have all the PDFs. So you are really set up for success right from the beginning. You have all of everything that you need. And then again, after module 5, right before module 6, is when the effortlessly scaled program starts to open up. and you really start to map out those offers and that kind of thing. So, if you want to grow your income and you are ready, this is the place to do that. And I can't wait to see you in there.